Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. It's JP. We are back with another video. Thank you very much for joining. I'm about to do a cooking stream on Live It. Come join me if you can. If you can't, that's fine. You can watch it on my channel. We are cooking. We're cooking up can't even speak. We are cooking up a treat for y'all today. Literally, we're cooking up a treat. So stay tuned. Be prepared for what I'm about to cook. It's gonna get mad. Literally mad. I've went over the top this time completely. I'll see you in a bit. Good afternoon. What is happening? Thank you for the like. Yeah, you carry on laughing like people give you joke, huh? Okay, so I've got saltfish in here that's already been boiled this morning. There's 3 saltfishes in there. Okay, so let's get the ingredients that we need. Okay, so first ingredient with the saltfish, some onions, yeah, you carry on laughing. Oh, shit. Tomatoes. I cut all these up earlier on this morning because I didn't want to be, what do you call it, messing around with anything, you know. So I'm making saltfish fritters. Let's see if I can remember how to make it. Last time I made this was at a dinner party that I normally host, and that was about 2 years ago. So let's just see and pray to the cows that this works. Okay, so just rinsing out the washing the mushrooms first. Okay, mushrooms in. I mean, you can cut them up as fine as you want to, or whatever, you know. Mushrooms are in. Oh my god, if you can see that already. I'm not even done. I'm not done yet. Veg. Some peppers. Oh my god, okay, so let's put some seasoning into here. Okay, we've got some Caribbean seasoning. Just put as much as you want it, because remember it's got to taste really, really nice. And we'll use some Chinese stuff. Okay, so I put a lot of seasoning in here, so if you've missed the seasoning that I've put in, I basically put in jerk seasoning, Caribbean seasoning, onion salt, because I took all the salt out of it, so I just put a little bit of salt back into it. We also have, so seasoning, or Chinese seasoning I use, and we're just going to put some basil in it. It's called basil, but the Americans like to call it basil. It's spelled with an S, not a Z, people. Let's get it right. Put some basil into it. As you can see, it's B-A-S-I-L, not B-A-Z-I-L. If you're going to say something, at least say it and get it right. Right, some flour. Woo! Now, we say it the way you say it. No, you don't. I hear the way the Americans say it, okay? The Americans definitely say basil. I've heard them say basil. It's called basil. It doesn't spell with an S, it spells with a Z. It spells with a Z, not an S. Look, woman. Now get me confused, okay? I know how the Americans say it. Right, now we've got to stir it up. We've got to get all this consistency. We need to get the right consistency before we start to fry it. Yeah, and I'm going to show you how what oil we use and everything, because there's a lot to cook. Trust me, there's a lot to bloody cook today. Lord have mercy upon my soul, what have I got myself into? But if this don't get me coins in this cooking stream, then I'm done. If I don't reach my goals today, or at least halfway through, I am done, okay? Right, just keep stirring that. Because we need it to add some water. I did share this out. Okay, so we have the chicken fillets there. It didn't record, but it's now recording. I seasoned them on Friday night, as always. Put it in the fridge to marinate. I seasoned it with Caribbean seasoning, garlic and herb, onion seasoning, jerk seasoning to give it a little heat again, Chinese seasoning, and some barbecue seasoning as well. So that's all in there, seasoned and ready to put in the oven. So I'm going to put that in the oven in a minute. Oven's on. I always cook my foods on low, so that's ready to go in. We don't use gas cookers, we use electric cookers and oven. Right, back to this. So now that you can see it's coming on really nicely, I'm just going to keep doing it until I get the consistency that I need before we start cooking it. And then I've got to do the other bits as well. Like I said, Lord have mercy, I have no idea what I've got myself into. I just hope it works. And I've not done this for about 2 years, so I'm praying that this comes out the way I want it to. So any questions, just go ahead and ask. Just ask questions away and I will answer as best as I can. You know, we're here to learn and grow. So that's what we're doing right now. No questions? Nobody? Okay, that's fine. I knew nobody else was going to be here, Keisha. I know it, but you know what? I'm fine. It's all good. Okay. Add some more water. Just add it in until you're satisfied. But don't put it all in at once because it will drown it. So you want to do it bit by bit. Just till you get the consistency that you're happy with, you know. And then if you need to, just add a bit more flour in to it. And then what I'll do is add a little bit more chili sauce into it. Hey everyone, I've just been attacked by the oil. We're using vegetable oil, as always. Right, so this is ready. The consistency is exactly the way we want it. All the flour and the sauce is gone into it. Oh shit! Right. You attack me one more time. One more time. Alright, hold on. I'm gonna wash up as I go along as well. Ooh, alright, man. Now we're just gonna fry these off. Hello, thank you for the follow. Oh, is this really playing up right now? Why is it playing up? See, this is why I don't like using my phone, but I can't use Right, so we've got four in there at the moment. Right, I'm gonna keep stirring this up. So it's now frying. Let me just show you guys. So it is frying, not what I said. It's frying nicely, just the way we want it. I'm hoping that more people join. If they don't, that's fine. Right, I'm just putting some water in the sink because I don't want to be washing up. After, so I'm just going to put everything in here whilst I'm doing it. I need to wash some clothes as well. Clothes are ready in the wash, ready to go, so I'm going to sort that out in a second. Oh, thank you. Thank you for all the snacks, Keisha. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. You just ranked up. That's thanks to Keisha because she's the only one that's here. So thank you so much to you. Even though she's in her bed, I won't go into that. Okay, everyone. This is what the saltfish fritters looks like when it's cooked. That's what it looks like. So that's what you want it to look like. You don't want it to look burnt. You don't want it to look like the Queen's vagina. You don't want it to look like nothing like that. It needs to cook just as I showed you. That's how it needs to be. And I used, once you've watched the video, you'll see what I've been using. Mixed veg, onions, mushrooms, tomatoes, peppers, seasoning. You know, that's how you're getting that colour. You're getting this colour through the seasoning and all the other bits that's going with it. You've never had saltfish? Lord Jesus. My mum always buys it. This is how I know how to make it. It's because my mum makes it. I watched her do it, and then I just improvised and did my own stuff with it. Saltfish is really, really good, but it's too salty. What you want to do if you're buying saltfish, yeah, you can buy the fresh one, but I don't buy the fresh one. I buy the one in the packet, yeah. Then if I'm going to cook it, I soak it down overnight. Overnight, and in the morning I throw that water out. Then start to put fresh water in, boil it. I boil it 3 to 4 times, and then once it's boiled, time to take these ones out. I put them on the foil, and then once I boil them, I throw the water out and stuff, and then I just make it. I mean, you don't have to have saltfish fritters. You can have whatever. You can use it for whatever you want. You can use it as saltfish with rice. I've had it with rice. I've had it with this one. Yeah, I've had it with rice. You can have dumpling with it. You know, a lot of Caribbean people, like the Grenadians, the Jamaicans and stuff, they all have it as well. NY, what's going on? Thank you for the share. There's no point sharing it, but thank you anyway. Is it still recording? Yeah, it's still recording. Okay. If you've not had saltfish before, you should really, I do recommend it. It is salty, but you need to boil it overnight first. Then throw the water out in the morning. Soak it overnight first, sorry. Then throw that water out. So there you go, there's a better look of what I'm doing. So we've got the saltfish cooking in the vegetable oil. You have to add more oil into it now and again as well, because it does take a lot of, it doesn't take a lot of oil. But yeah, you need to add enough, but not too much. You don't want to drown it. And you don't want it to be all soggy and oily. If it's too oily and greasy, soggy, it's not worth it. You might as well do it. Almost ready. You've got to make sure you cook it on both sides as well. There's going to be loads. When I say loads, I literally mean loads. But as I said, you guys know that I don't eat any of my food. I just cook it, let it cool down, put it in the freezer, and then we're done. I have room in my freezer this time. Thank God. I'll turn you over. But yeah, if you know how to do, if you've done banana fritters, it's exactly the same process. Exactly the same. If you know how to do banana fritters, then this shouldn't be a problem for you. Oh God, it is really, really hot in this kitchen. Even though I've got the back door open, both fans on, I am still bloody hot. Right, this is just going to be the process of the saltfish fritters. You already know that I'm doing chicken fillets right now. So when all that's done, I'm going to do part 2, and that's all the other bits that I need to cook as well. So stay tuned for that. And yeah. Right, that looks done. Now we add some more. So here we go. You can add as much as you want into it. This is just just do what pleases you. Like I said, I've never done it with mushrooms before, so this is going to be an interesting one. I've used it with all the other stuff, but never mushrooms. I'll cover you back. I need to wash the rice, but I'm going to wash the rice in a minute. Hey guys, I'm just putting another batch of fritters in right now. Okay, so yeah. It's coming on nicely. We've got loads to do, we've got loads left, and all this will be cooked today. Every last bit. Just give that a good stir. Now cover that up. Thank you for the share. See, there's a delay on here. Thank you for the payback. I can't even see your picture. I can see your name, but thank you for the snack and the like. Oh, there you are. Right, so I'm not going to go through the whole process of what I did with the saltfish you're gonna have to wait for my YouTube video to come out. Hopefully it should be out tonight, because I'm gonna work on it straight after this. Okay, my cooking stream is 2 parts. The first part is doing the chicken fritters, which is in the oven. Sorry, chicken fillets, which is in the oven. I'll show that in a second. And the saltfish fritters. Keisha's never heard of saltfish before. If you've heard of saltfish, let me know in the comments below. If you know how to do banana fritters, then you know how to do this, because it's literally the same process as banana fritters, literally the same. Last time I cooked this, sorry, was about 2 years ago when I had a dinner party. I've never cooked it since, and I was meant to do a dinner party last year, but I was in and out of hospital last year, so I couldn't throw a dinner party at all. I normally do host dinner parties, but I couldn't do it. Right, let me just read this. No, I don't eat breakfast, and it's lunch. It's not even. What time is it? No, it's just after 4 o'clock in the afternoon. So, no, it's not breakfast. It's called saltfish fritters. I've never heard saltfish fritters either, but oh my god, really? You need to Google it. Yeah, you need to Google it. Thanks for the poke back. If you've not heard of it, I suggest you guys literally Google it, because you can get it in America. You can get this type of stuff in America. I know. Like I said, this is just part 1. So there's the chicken fillets. I cut them in half. The reason why I cut them in half is because I have a gastric sleeve and I can't eat a whole one. So I'm not gonna eat this anyway. But I'm just saying, if I'm gonna eat this, yes. Do you know what? Use my damn hand. My hands are clean. I wash my hands before I do anything. See, chicken fillets, they're coming on really, really nicely. So they're gonna go back in the oven because they're not ready. Okay. Right, here we go. We're going to put some more in. Like I said, it's the first time I've used mushrooms in it. I've not used mushrooms before in the fritters. If you know how to do banana fritters, then you know how to do this. I've never cooked banana fritters before, ever. But saltfish fritters, yes. That's what we do. My mum cooks this a lot. Just add a little bit more to it. Okay. Cover you. Gotta go. Be back later. All right. Oh, before you go, NY. Yeah, come back later because I'm doing part 2 or something else. Yeah, I've seen, if you look on YouTube as well, YouTube video will show you how to make them, literally. But I've never made banana fritters, ever. I've had banana fritters though. My mum makes banana fritters, she makes banana cakes, she makes all sorts of stuff. But yeah, I only do the saltfish fritters though. And I've not done this for 2 years, and I can't believe I still remember how to do it, despite me being in and out of hospital last year, you know? And I was in a pretty bad way last year, as a lot of people on here would know. I'm due for another operation, and I'm going to broadcast you on my YouTube channel, okay? Because yeah, this is what we do. Okay, as you can see, there's people up there. I'm not gonna drop names, but they said they've never heard of saltfish before. They're in America, right? Let me just tell you this, yeah? They're in America, and you know Americans have Caribbean food, yeah? How could you not have heard of saltfish fritters? Like, it's just saltfish alone. Like, even ackee or whatever, how could you have not heard of it? And I know they sell it in America. You know what I'm saying? I know they do. Just go to the Caribbean takeout, and then they will just ask for saltfish fritters, or ask for ackee and saltfish, and they will give it to you. But this is part one of my cooking stream. I've got another cooking stream coming up after this one. So in the oven, right now we have chicken fillets. I'm going to show you the chicken fillets in a minute. Let me just get some more of this batter into here. I've not done this for about 2 years because last year I was in and out of hospital, as I was just mentioning. So, and I was meant to do it last year, but yeah, things didn't turn out the way the way that I wanted them to. Because I normally do dinner parties. I've not hosted one, as I said, for about 2 years. If you know how to do banana fritters, then you know how to do saltfish fritters. But watch my YouTube video. I'm not going to explain the process all over again. You need to watch the video, and that will show you what ingredients I put in, how I've done it, and what, you know, and give you the rundown on it. Because I'm not going through the whole thing. No, it's American. It's not. It's Caribbean. It is literally Caribbean. I know you're from America, but it's Caribbean. You have Caribbean people in America, yeah? You have Caribbean restaurants in America. You have Caribbean takeouts in America. So it's obviously it's a around the world thing. I don't give a business. I don't give a business what you are. Yes, you do have Caribbean people in America, because my family is a Grenadian, and I have Grenadian family in America, so I know that for a fact. So don't be telling me you don't have no Caribbean people in the States, because I know that's not true. You can cook this anywhere. Just Google it. Google it and it will tell you what it's about, what it is. I don't give a monkeys if you're African. Africans eat it as well, so don't do this as well. Right. So the reason why I use vegetable oil, because look, there's no oil on my hands. Literally no oil on my hands. If I use olive oil, any of those other oils, it's going to be too oily and greasy. Look, no oil. And that's what I'm using, is vegetable oil. There's no oil on my hands. That's why I use that, because it's more healthier. You don't have any of this excess oil dripping or anything like that. Look, we're almost finished. We're almost finished the batter. Yeah, always use vegetable oil. I'm telling you, if you change to vegetable oil, you know, like if you're frying chips, yeah, I don't fry chips. If I'm doing chips, right, it has to be in the oven. So, but if you're frying chips, like a lot of Americans do, well, all Americans do, I should say. If you're frying chips, change your oil, use vegetable oil, and see the difference between vegetable oil and the oil that you're using. And I guarantee it, vegetable oil, you will not see no grease. Whatever, I don't care what they bloody are. French fries, taco, PP, I don't care. I'm not American, so I will say chips, okay? You're not even going to use it. You know she's not going to use it, because she doesn't even cook. Yes, they do. Americans do fry. They fry fries, whatever they're called. That's between you and your American people. Like I said, we're almost finished this. We've done so much already. So I just want to say thank you to everyone that's come to the first part of my cooking stream. Just add a bit more there. Add a bit more there. Yeah. Thank you to everyone that's come by. If you want to stay tuned for the second part of my cooking stream, you are more than welcome, because the second part, I'm not going to say what it is, but you're going to be really surprised of what it is. Trust me, you're going to think, why is he cooking all that food? Listen, don't watch that. Do not watch that. Don't watch why. Don't worry about why I'm cooking it all. You have to. I don't care about your damn French fries. No, I'm not saying it with you. I'm not a European. I am English. I'm British, not European. So let's get it right. And I know it's not illegal, but whether it's legal or not, people are still buying it. And even if it was legal, I wouldn't want to own one. It's that simple. Right. This is the end of the part 1 cooking stream. The saltfish fritters are cooking very nicely. We're going to put that in the oven in a moment. We've just got this in the frying pan at the moment, cooking, and we've got one more batch to do. Once that's done, we'll put them in the oven for a bit, and then we'll get on with the second part of our cooking stream. So if you're going to stay, please, you're welcome to stay and see what's what. Thank you. I've cooked it all my. Like I said, my mum makes these a lot, and when I was little, I used to watch her cook. I used to go in the kitchen and watch her do it, and I'm like, oh, okay. And then as I got older, I only started making fritters, probably about 4 years ago, 5 years ago. Yeah, around about 4 years ago, I think I started making this, because I used to do dinner parties all the time. But then I was meant to do it last year, but like I said to Farm, I was in and out of hospital last year, so I couldn't do it. My last dinner party was 2 years ago. I was meant to do it this year, but I haven't been well, and then the pandemic started. I've got to go back in hospital. I'm going for my 13th operation very soon. So yeah, I haven't got time to do it. So I just thought I'd do it now as a one-off treat, you know, so you guys can see what it's like. This is just a one-off, because because by the time next year, let me just poke everyone, see who's here. Sorry, can't get my words out right now, but yeah, I'm doing okay. I am in pain, but it's not as bad because I've taken some painkillers to numb it. So yeah, it's not too bad. So yeah, then they're almost ready. Oh, thank you for the poke back. Is anybody else poking me back? No. Oh, you're the only one here. You two are the only one that stays. For anyone, civilians and police alike. Yeah, we do have armed officers here in the UK.